Beautiful, brand new helmet. Gold and black, I like it. Now let's ruin it. Rock and roll. So at this stage I'm ready to spray some primer on it, and people often ask me what kind of primer I use on the helmet. I really don't think it matters on this particular example, because that's already has been painted. The helmet is already clear coated, so I'm technically applying the primer to the clear coat and not to the helmet structure itself. If you want to be really safe over here, use water-based primer, and this way it will definitely not react with the material that helmet is made of. And yes, I could probably spray base coat directly onto what I've prepared, the sanded down clear coat, but I want that extra adhesion that primer provides me, and that will help me spot and identify any issues that I maybe missed with sanding. But yeah, I'm going to use water-based primer just because I've got some. If you want to use solvent base over here, I don't think it would really matter at this stage, because the helmet has been clear coated and painted already. So again, I'm not spraying onto the bare material of the helmet, I'm spraying on existing paint job. Let's do this. We're looking at 3 very fine layers of water-based primer, and I'm not going for a complete coverage. As you can see, you can still see the golden stripe in between the black layers over here, but this will greatly improve the ability of the base coat of hiding these contrast of colors. Basically, if I didn't knock it down with a kind of neutral color primer, you could probably see them, you know, even if you have complete coverage over the base coat. Get it up in the sun, you can probably spot that golden stripe, because the contrast is quite dramatic between them. But I managed to put a couple of particles of dust over here and there, and a bit of hair caught in there. So I'm gonna knock it down gently with my super fine pad until it's completely flat and flush, and then I'm gonna apply the base coat. Within half hour we've got a base coat which is Ferrari purple. It looks a bit matte because it's just a base coat, so now I'm gonna protect it with some clear, so I can apply artwork without risk of damaging the base coat. Let's do this. Right, so we got this far. What you're looking at is a Ferrari purple, and it's already been sanded down. That's a clear coat, sanded down, ready for the artwork. Right, the request is for a paw print right over here, but I want to make it a little bit more special than just an outline or a different color. How am I gonna make it? Illusion. Well, let me show you. So here we are, the design, the logo, and more or less the guide for colors. And what I've got here is, don't know if you can see it, but I've just drawn the design, and it's off center. I don't want it to bang on in the middle. I wanted to move it slightly off center because I got something planned for the other end. Nothing too fancy, but I'll show you later. So first of all, I need to take care of the brightest colors, and that's the really pink ones in the clothes. Let's get it done. Rock and roll. Now we've got the pink highlights in the clothes to match these guys. We're gonna move on to the purple bits. Let's do it. Now that we've got the color laid on, I'm gonna cut out the rest of the design and create that 3D effect, and I'm gonna show you how to do it just in a minute. Now we've got the main design over here, pretty much exactly as that's the print. So I wanted to make it 3D. I want to make it look like that big bear or a dog or whatever that print is, stamped on the helmet and make an imprint in it. And to do it, I'm gonna use a simple illusion, a game of light and shadows, and it couldn't be any simpler. I'll show you how. So imagine, well, you don't need to imagine, light source is right there, so it goes from top to the bottom, right? So we establish our light source. Right, it's a very simple fix. So things on top, I can see the bottom of my hand, they got shadow, right? So they dip inside, right? And things underneath, top of my hand, they light up because the lights basically shines directly on it. So anything that is on top, all these edges, all this here, all these edges, it needs to be darker. And everything that is underneath, these edges, underneath here, bottom of the clothes, it needs to be lighter. And I'm gonna use not pure black and pure white, I'm gonna mix it up with that Ferrari purple, so it kind of looks more as the same. Top of the design black to reflect the shadow, bottom of the design white to illuminate it. And I'm hoping when I unmask it all, it will look like it's a actual paw print. Well, we'll see where it takes us. Let's do this. Now I'm happy with my shadow black. I'm gonna do a highlight of the white. Again, I'm trying to hit majority of the masking tape. When necessary, I go to a paint as well, but majority masking paint and the overspray will do the job for me. Now this looks slightly more like it's inside there rather than just a painted on stencil. I'm hoping that kind of looks like some big animal actually put a print on that helmet. Obviously it needs clear coating, it will become a bit more visible, but I'm hoping you got the idea. Just a game of shadows. Light from the top hits that spot, and what should be in there, it's kind of covered in the shadow, and I hope you get an idea. It couldn't be any simpler than that. And to keep things just a little bit more exciting, I'm gonna hit them little paw prints on the side of the helmet, as you can see it over here, with a pearlescent, because I don't want them to be super visible. Skipping forward, guide a few days, and here we go. Ready. Product clear coated, polished, ready to rock and roll. Well, tell me what you think, because I kind of like it, especially right here. You can't kind of see it until you shine the light to it. You can see the little paw prints popping up here, and there's another one here, and they go all the way across the front of a helmet. I kind of like that effect because you can't really see it, and then the sun shines on it and they appear all the way here. So I think that's pretty successful. There's one more over here. You can just see it. Now you see it, now you don't. So I think mission successful over here, guys. Well, you tell me. And there's a big boy in the back, which I'm hoping kind of looks imprinted 3D, but obviously it isn't, just a game of shadows. Well, I think it's another job well executed. Let me know what you think about it, guys, in the comment section below.